Hello, hello. Ashimare Beriao. Oh, the sales view. I see you. Good evening, people. Southside X5. I see you all. Good evening. Thanks for joining in. Engineer Nexi. I see you. Woo. We are getting ready. Johnny T Music, good evening. I see you. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, good evening. Good evening. The Salesville. The Salesville, can you hear me loud and clear? How am I sounding? How am I sounding? Oluwatoyin, girl. Jeff Handsome, we await mama. I thrusted my hook into the deepest of the seas. Woo! I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. She's here. I see her already. Mama, good evening. Thanks for joining in. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Gatekeeper series. My name is Adeshola Idu. I'm your host. The past few weeks have been awesome. From Sasha to Mode 9 to the Rooftop MCs to JJ the Macadon to ID Kabasa to Barbara Soki. But tonight is different. I thrusted my hook far and wide, deeper into the deepest seas. And I brought in a huge catch. OON. True gatekeeper. Cosmetologist. Method actor. Mama, I call her Mama, mentor, workshop facilitator. I know you're wondering, who is she talking about? I'm so excited. I bring you, yes, I can see you, I am bringing her on. She's none other. There's only one, the one and only. I call her Mama Taiwo Ajai Lycett. Ra. I bring her in. Coming in. A huge catch. The Gatekeeper series. Celebrating those who have made that change amongst us. Mama is in. Mama is in.
How are you?
I'm fine, Mama. Good evening. Woo! It's so good to see you. I love you. It's been a while. How are you? How you doing?
It's wonderful to be here. Thank you for asking me. It's great.
Thank you, Mama.
Honored, so flattered, so privileged. Thank you.
It's the same on the other side of the table.
Thank you.
Mama, let's delve in.
Yes, let's go. Bring it on. Bring it on.
Coming into the game, coming into the industry, how did you start out? Where did it all start from?
Well, it's a little bit funny how I got into the business. I didn't choose to be in the business. The business chose me.
Wow.
I am an accidental actor.
Wow.
Some man was chasing me. His name is gone now, Adeyemi Ajibade. And I said I was going to take him for coffee. So I finished work and I went to the Royal Court Theatre, Sloane Square, London, to see him, to wait for him. He was in rehearsals for Wale Soyinka's Lion and the Jewel. It was the premiere of Lion and the Jewel. And I went there, and Bill Gaskell, the artistic director of the avant-garde theatre, because you know the Royal Court Theatre is avant-garde.
Yes.
Was walking past, presumably to visit Johnny or whatever. And he saw me sitting there in the foyer and came over and asked whether I was an actor. And I said I wasn't an actor, I was a civil servant. And it said, well, would I like to join? I came to visit somebody. I said I was waiting for somebody to take them to coffee, and he asked whether I would like to join the cast, and I said, well, yeah, because I'm game. I'm game for. I take risks. I take enormous risks. And I always land on my feet, obviously. I've been burnt a few times, but never mind. Anyway, so I said, well, I got back to the office, and I told my boss that I'd like my vacation. I take my vacation then. So I took my vacation. Was it 3 weeks or 6 weeks? I can't remember now. Because I was then secretary to, who was it? Was it Mr. Wood? Who was the director of research and development. We were there when the post office tower was built. It was in my office. So I have a proprietary right to London when I walk past the post office tower. I knew the beginnings of it and all that. So it was all done in my office. I was the personal secretary to S. Wood. That was my director.
Wow.
So he said I could take my holiday, and they got me a temp. I got a temp, and I joined rehearsals the following week and started. Well, of course, everything had been cast. Nina Bedin Sempa, I think it was, who had the main lead. And we had a few other people there, most American and West Indians. And one girl, Stella, well, she'll be an old woman now, she's still alive, was the other Nigerian. There we had Sierra Leoneans, and we had Ghanaians in the cast, and I was a Nigerian. I thought it was expedient that they should recruit a Nigerian to beef up a Nigerian production. So there I was. And I just played a village girl, nondescript ostensibly. And then we opened. And I was inundated by visitors to our dressing room, wanting to know who my agents were. I didn't have an agent. You can't work on the British stage or in theatre without having your equity card.
Yes.
So they got me a temporary equity card, which allowed me to work, obviously. And I said I didn't have an agent. And there and then I was signed up by Premier Management.
Wow.
It was run by Elizabeth Allen Jeffreys, her name was. That's how I became an actor there.
My goodness.
I became an overnight sensation at a task I knew nothing about. The following week, I was at the BBC working. There was doing radio plays. And that's how it started. So I couldn't really give you any, what should I say, rational reason why I'm an actor. It wasn't that I had dreamt about it. It wasn't that it had never occurred to me. It never, as the song goes, it never entered my mind. There was no time it entered my mind. You know that. It never entered my mind. Then I thought, yes, darling, yes?
No, but now that you had started, and you started to see that, oh, I can do this for a living. I'm good at this. People are really feeling me. People are loving me. Then did you start taking now really, really seriously that, man, I can do this professionally now?
I felt like an imposter, right? I thought I fooled these people that I was an actor. They're going to find me. They don't know that I'm a fraud. I had better do something about it. So I went to City Literary Institute.
Wow.
I joined the City Literary Institute. I acquired myself. Not only did I go to class to do that, I learned to play piano, I learned to sing, I learned to dance, I learned to do voice, voice training and everything. Then I got myself a private coach, Zoe Riches. If I lived to be 100, I remember her. Was my first coach. I put all my earnings into training myself so that I would never be caught out to be a fraud. yeah, that if they thought I had talent, then I had better live up to what they saw, which I didn't see. I never wanted to be. I had no great, nothing strong against it. I was an art aficionado, yes, but it never occurred to me that I could be a participant, not to mention a practitioner for that matter. So they weren't ever going to catch up with me. What a big fraud I was. And so I threw myself into it and got teachers all over the place and started learning to dance at the dance center, Floral Street, in Soho there. Not Soho, Central London there. No, it's not Central London. Where is it? Covent Garden, around
Okay,
Covent
Covent Garden.
Yeah. And so I was learning to do ballet, contemporary dance. I was picked from a ballet class to work at the Royal Opera House, Covent Garden, Royal Opera House, Covent Garden, to dance at Wagner's Tannhäuser. You see how it just snowballed.
Wow. Wow.
I had no hand in it. I still don't have any hand in it. And that's why when people ask me, well, how do I do something? I don't have any idea how I do anything. What I do know, though, was that the training I had put me in a mode that's, you might call it an auto mode.
Auto mode.
To know what I'm to do. And you know it's not easy. You know you have to seek it. You know you have to find it. You know you can find it. But I know you have to seek it. You have to give the sweat. You have to examine it. You have to do the research. You have to do the, what shall I say, the studying to reach where you want to go. You never believe you're there. You never believe you're good. So I'm still trying to prove to you guys that I'm not a fraud.
No, you're not a fraud at all.
That's how it is.
Mama, one of the things that we really emphasize on the Gatekeeper series is process. I can see you've gone through process. Now, people who want to come into this same sphere where you're doing what you're doing right now, would you advise them to undergo some sort of a training? Because a lot of people just think, oh, I just want to be an actor, I want to act, I want to be out there, I want fame, but I think do you think it's really, really important for them to have some depth, to have substance, to undergo proper formal training in theater, in music, in acting?
Do I think? I am
Yes.
passionate about the fact that people think that what I do is it's easy. It's not easy. What we do is cerebral. If I'm not making too grand a case for it, I think it is. I think you have to be educated about the world. I think you have to be inquisitive. I think you have to know that even if you have talent, first of all, you have to have talent. And if you do have that talent, then your talent is like a piece of glass. Was it Maya Angelou said that? It's a piece of glass that you have to pick up and you have to polish and wash and dust up until it sparkles, so that men will pay for it and women will sell themselves for it. That's how passionate I am about getting training. I don't like people who take my business as easy walkover. It isn't. Because I think we're an advocate. I think this business that I'm in can change the world. It changed Europe. It changed America. When Hollywood started, they were doing things to inform their little housewives who didn't know how to manage houses, didn't know really how to dress elegantly, how to serve dinners and everything. And they picked up on all these little bits and pieces from watching movies, depicting what elegant and graceful life should be. That's what I'd like for my business to do for my country. I want the business to galvanize and mobilize and inspire excellence and vision in our people, and we're not doing that. We're responding, or no, we're mirroring society. You see what it's not our job to give people the lowest common denominator. No, our job is to inspire, to get them to greater heights, to be creative, to see the future, to have a vision. Otherwise, everybody, well, most of us will be living by default. Our job is to set the world on fire. Our job is not to follow the herd.
Come on.
Our job is to raise
Mama,
sights.
come on.
See, our job is to raise their sights. Our job is to make them know that anything is possible and that we can do it and that we can change lives rather than just lay back and let it walk all over us. I like to think that they can change themselves. I like
Nigerian network.
I hope.
Hello, Mama.
You can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you now. There was just a slight fluctuation.
Can you hear me?
It's okay now.
I think we lost you.
The Nigerian network. Hello, Mama. Nigeria, don't do this to me tonight. I can't hear you.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. I can hear you now.
Yeah. I'm saying that our job is to put a bomb under everybody. You hear me?
I can hear you now. You kind of the network is kind of fluctuating right now.
Oh my God.
So you're deeping in and out.
Oh dear.
Nigeria. Hello? Yeah, hello.
I can hear you.
Oh, you can hear me? Yeah. Okay, I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
Hear you. Can you see me?
You've gone off again. Yeah, I can see you, yes.
Hello?
But your audio, your sound is fluctuating. Yeah, hello? Testing?
Hello?
Yeah, hello, I can hear you, but you're still kind of fluctuating.
Hello?
Absolutely, Mama is loaded. Yeah, hello? No. You've gone off again. Nigeria, don't even do this to me tonight. No, Mama. We can't hear anything at all. There's still a lot of fluctuation going on. Hey. I'm enjoying every word.
Just as I got into the flow.
You guys pray with me. Let this network be still.
Hello.
Amen, Davina.
I know.
Yeah, hello. Nigeria. There are delays. Mama, we can't hear you. No, I can't hear you.
Yeah. Lovely. So I was just saying that the
Ah,
job of the entertainment to
can't
push a
hear you.
bomb.
Hello? Hello?
Oh dear.
Oh dear,
Hello?
indeed. Yeah, hello? Hello?
Hello, I can hear you.
I can hear you. I can
And I
hear you
don't
too.
know
It's just that sometimes there are delays.
why.
Yes, so.
Yeah,
The
I
binder,
can
yes, we
see
have to.
the thing is
Uh,
booting and rebooting
uh, yeah. It's like it keeps rebooting. It keeps
and
going
all
around in
that.
circles. Yeah. Can you hear me now? Hello?
Hello?
Ah, yeah, hello. But you keep dipping in and out. There's a lot of fluctuation going on. Ah, hey,
Oh
hey.
dear.
Mama, I'm already enjoying what you're saying already. It's oh dear indeed.
Oh,
Hello?
oh,
Check.
oh, oh, oh.
Okay, Mama, do something. Restart your
Oh dear.
device. Restart your device.
Just
That helps sometimes. Thank you. Ramoye, thank you. I just told her to restart her device. Let me send her another message. Ah, this is a classic. There's no way Nigeria should not even mess with me tonight. Hello? Lara Bain, good evening. I see you. Atmang. Someone sent a question. Yes, I know, Dabina. Thank you. Atmang, I see you. At MANNG, I see you. It's a lie. This is Mariah 218011. Thank you for joining. Good evening. We have a bit of a fluctuation going on with the network in Nigeria. Ruxi, good evening. Eniola Fatima, good evening. Thank you for joining. Mama, I think you should restart your phone, your entire phone. Let me remove her. Let me. Yeah, I apologize, you guys. Network. I think it's better for her to restart her phone. But so far, so good. My goodness, my goodness. The story is awesome. An accidental actor who was just sitting down, and then someone says, "Hey, can you act?" That's favor. That's divine favor. Trust me, that's divine favor. My France, Jojo Vitsi, good evening. Freda 186, good evening. Let me go make sure. We have to continue with this. This is a beautiful one. Nothing is good. DJ D Money, I see you. I'm waiting for Mama to come back on. We had some network issues. You know how it is. Six Baba, good evening. Thank you for joining. After DBRK, good evening, people. Good evening, people. So I'm just waiting for Mama to restart her phone. I think it's better. But so far, so good. My goodness. You just go hang out somewhere and then somebody just sees you and asks you, can you act? And she gets picked up. That's favor. That's grace right there. That's divine favor right there. I'm telling you, I think she's coming back in again. Let me try. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Akin Korede, Akinola, good evening. How you doing? Thanks for joining. Ooh, Bright Godson, good evening. How are you? Thanks for coming in. The story is, so far, so good. I'm loving it. Cardboard Media, good evening.
Connecting now.
Aha. Mama, I see you.
Good evening.
I can hear you.
I'm back.
Yes, I can hear you. I hear you. I see you. Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Terrific. So we're back in business.
Yes. Amen. So let's keep going.
I got my young engineer.
Hello. Thank you. Thank you so much. God bless you. Yeah.
I best stay there. This is important.
Yeah. So don't go far away. Just hang out with Mama.
Yeah, don't go
away.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So we're back.
We are. Back on. Yes. Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry, everybody. Well, you know what's happening. You know where we are. But it's absolutely unconscionable that in the 21st century, which we have in all this, it is very sad. And these are some of the things that we're saying, that the entertainment industry has a duty to demand of our leadership better, greater responsibility for for a walk to excellence, a walk to professionalism. It's because we don't have an attitude of professionalism, this arrogance that we have, that we know everything, we don't have to learn anything. This is what we're suffering from, because nobody knows everything. Until you get 6 feet under, you don't know everything. In fact, the one thing that you should know that you know is that you don't know everything.
Come on now.
If you can have the humility to realize that you don't know, in fact, anything, it's given to you. It is unfolded to you. Life is about unfoldment, not an agreement.
Wow.
It's an unfoldment, and you walk and work towards getting that unfoldment. It doesn't fall into your lap. We are too quick to think that we got it all sorted, that we know it. Well, yes, I don't have anything against having confidence, but false confidence is foolish, and it's immature, and it's unworthy of us.
Wow.
Because working hard never kills anybody. In fact, Rumi says that if you don't want to be polished, or if you don't want to know something, if you don't want to be roughened or something like that, how would you be polished?
Yes. Come on. Oh, Mama, come on.
So old philosophers have told us that this world is not a cakewalk. You make your way through that. It's not a given that everything will work perfectly for you. Nobody promised us an easy life. But for those of you who are religious, they said God gave dominion to us.
Yes.
Right? He gave us dominion over our lives, over our environment, over everything. And that means you work bloody hard to get what you want. That means that you can get what you want. But you got to look for it and you got to work for it. You got to shovel whatever. You have to do that. This business I see around me of thinking that everything is easy, all you need is connection. If you know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody, and all of them are dumb as the back of my
Ooh, cha, Mama, you're firing some mad bullets tonight. Mama, you know when you you started out, I mean, I remember this program. I used to watch it. I loved it so much. Some mothers do have them. You know, some mothers do have them. Angels, some other. It's just amazing.
General Hospital.
General Hospital. Wow.
General Hospital.
Wow.
Crown Court.
Yeah, Crown Court. Yes, Crown Court. I was reading stuff last night. I wanted to ask you this. Was it hard for you at that time to get roles? I mean, you know, as a woman of color, come on. Was it really, really difficult? Was that trusted?
I have news for you. Yeah, there is racism, obviously. But if you accept that it's their country and they're familiar with their own people, then it's not directed against you, really. I'm talking in terms of work now. Because people go for something where they're familiar with, right? They don't know anything about us. But back to your question, did I face it? No. I'll tell you, one thing that Europeans, they may not like you, but if you're good, just for that, I was going to use the word tolerate. No, they don't tolerate you. They embrace you. They're fearful of us. They know we're talented. But the one thing that is going for us and is still going against us is if you feel yourself inferior, if you feel that somebody is doing you a favor, if you already feel an inferiority complex, then they're going to give you by the shovel load.
Of course.
But if you know yourself, as in my ignorance, I thought I was royalty, well brought up, from a good home, disciplined, well bred. Now, who is going to tell me that I'm not good?
Come on now.
Who's going to tell me that? So I started my working life in England not as a beggar for acceptance. I didn't want to be integrated. You notice me? You notice my hair?
Yes. Yes.
I wasn't going to apologize for who I was.
Come on.
I still don't apologize for who I am. Flaws and all.
Well done.
Because that's who you are. And I tell you, people are ready to take you for that. First of all, they find that unusual. To them. So they got to examine you a little bit. And then they give you respect. Because you already own yourself. You're not asking to be owned. You're not asking to be accepted. Notice when I was discovered, so to speak, I didn't feel grateful they've discovered me. I was worried that this is a new skill. And I must not let myself down. If they found out that I wasn't the diamond that I thought I was, that they thought I was. And that, yes, they already saw something. So I never begged for a job. So I started doing what I had to do, which was throw myself into training. You know, Europeans like expertise.
Yes. Hmm.
They like specialization. And if you're a generalist, you better know your onions. They respect that. So that we never begged for parts. I had the agent. They will call. So I'll be in one show. They will see that, and they call my agent and say, "Could she come and do this?" That's how I got my job. It was a piece. Well, it was a piece of cake.
Wow.
I'm not exaggerating. Because obviously I wasn't competing with very many people. I mean, I think our success, in very many ways, is dependent on our mental attitude to who we are.
Yes.
And I'm not talking about arrogance. I'm talking about knowing yourself. I'm talking about owning your own mind. I'm talking about knowing who you are. And then I'm talking about not letting anybody define you.
Yes.
People are still defining us. And we give them the chance to define us, because if we don't perfect our own work, if we don't make our own jobs, if we don't exhibit competency in our sphere of influence, who will treat you with like rubbish? Because see what we're doing with our own people. So when you start hearing in Europe and America how Africans can't rule themselves, my sister, can you blame them?
I can't.
Look what we do to one another. Look, see what we do to one another. Now, does anybody in Europe or America have to teach us about democracy? Do they have to teach us about governing of ourselves? Because traditionally, we had the system down pat.
Yeah. Yes.
We had a traditional society. It was monarchical, yes, but the monarchy, that king knows that not only is he giving all sorts of privileges, he knows it has to deliver. He knows the privilege of those privileges he's enjoying is to deliver responsibility to his subjects. And in our tradition, if that leader fails his people, the people call him and say, "Che parada, waja, kill yourself."
Yes.
He goes to kill himself. Yeah.
Yes.
So it's a question of the king is dead, long live the king. That's our tradition. So our leadership in those days, they hold responsibility to us to perform. That means to look after us, to look after the community, to settle quarrels, to bring peace, to make the rain fall, that sort of thing. In other words, to bring prosperity to the people. And if that king, God help him, does not deliver, if he's lucky, they might banish him. But usually they give him something to drink and tell him to go and do the needful, which is put an end to your life because you are useless to us. That's what leadership was in our tradition.
Oh, so Nigerian network.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Mama.
Yeah.
Just some slight fluctuation, but I can hear you.
That's who we were. That's what we used to be until they taught us, until they.
Hello? Oh, you've gone off again, your sound.
It's about
Can't hear you.
People.
You're back.
And as soon as he's not delivering on his promise and his responsibility, responsibility to his subjects. They got rid of him. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Mama.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, I can hear you.
I said it was
just some slight fluctuation.
Me, myself, and I. It was about the collective. And as soon as the leader does not, the leader does not deliver on his responsibility to, on his responsibility to his people, they got rid of him.
Wow. Nigeria.
So that was where we were. Look what is now turned into an entitlement mentality. We used to look after one another, the extended family system, which will look after somebody who is not as well off as you are. Whatever became of that, we developed a situation now where a rabid individualism reigns. You don't care about anybody, particularly if you have money. Money has become our God. What, darling?
Fluctuation.
Money has become that's where we are.
Network. Mama, can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah. Just some mild fluctuation going on.
Okay.
You've gone off again.
So in England, yeah, they just sought me out. Incidentally, about some mothers do have them. I have very fond memories of that program. You know that I still get residuals from that.
Yes, that's surprising. That's surprising that you still get paid from that, and you shot that in 1972.
That
I heard that, but there isn't a synchronization between what you're saying and your.
Did you hear that? I'm not sure that you heard what I was saying. Did you hear that? Yeah, can you hear me? It's still fluctuating. Is it fluctuating with you there? Hello? Shall we reboot again? Shall we go?